Today is practice day, as well as downhill qualifiers and enduro race day.
I rep, I put my heart and soul into the very death. As I walk, people stare and they're like, how this kid swaggy so tight? Oh my god, I'm a money making machine. Quiet all the time, questions pop up. Where I'm getting that green, they wanna know where I go, what I do, where I'm at. Recommend you stay back, I'm a crazy made man for you yet to discover. Keep pushing my buttons and I'ma start.
Others understand how I roll in the streets, a true soldier. Always carrying my heat. Winner, winner is all here around me. Cause that's the usual life of an OG. When I hit up the mall, people be asking me how. Each of my arms is bigger than my house. In my Beamer.
What's the plan, Pete?
We're gonna go get almond croissant in France.
Let's do it.
Okay. Croissant? No! Almond? No! Come on, Jordy, it's got nuts in it. Pete, you're nuts. How many times did we try in Leger?
Yeah, we tried basically every day in Leger and they're sold out.
Vous avez des croissants à almond?
I have nothing. I'm so sorry.
No, Pete.
Come here at 7 it up. Okay?
7.
Okay? Okay. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, this is the story of France.
Oh man. Stop number 2.
I'm not super hopeful.
I'm not hopeful at all.
No, not at all.
Oh man.
Come back tomorrow to see if Pete gets his croissant.
Do you want to tell me about the crash today?
Yeah, I had quite a big crash on top. There's like the wall jump, like a few guys send it to the moon. And I normally just grab it, and I think we went a bit too low on the tire pressure, which yeah, was a bit too much. Like tire folded, and I don't know how I ended up. I just made it over the hill, fully front flip, bike flew over the photographers. Yeah, I think it was quite spectacular for sure. But yeah, I'm all good. Just banged up my anchor a little bit again, but it should be no problem. Still more than stoked about the track. It's getting loose right now, and it's like really hard to just carry your speed in every turn and stuff like this. But I think that's what makes it so good, because it's just, yeah, you can't fully charge all the way down like last week in Enduro, for example. It was just a bit too much for me nearly. And now it's all about just being precise and yeah, just overall a sick track and a lot of fun. I'm so tempted to just
Yeah.
stop it.
How's it feeling now that you've done some laps?
Yeah, I think yesterday there was a little bit of moisture in the dirt. It was probably one of the most fun days I've had on my bike in forever. Just like laughing, yelling, riding down the track, like having the time of my life for sure. As qualifying starts to set in and it's like more pressure and nerves and things like that, it becomes a little more serious, and then you're giggling less and then starting to look for those finer details on the track. But overall, just having a great time riding my bike.
I reckon it's sick. It's this is what World Cup racing should be, and this is what I like grew up on racing when I started racing World Cup. So for me to come back to something like this is really good, and I feel like this is the way World Cup should be going, not the way where we're just like literally switching off and going as fast as we can on one line. I just think like that's not downhill racing, and this is, so it's really good to see that we have a track that is like what it should be, steep, you know, there's options, there's lines, and just like, yeah, just hang it out and let loose. And obviously there's some thinking and you know how to ride it and where to ride it fast, so yeah, overall I think they've done a good job here, and yeah, it'd be good to see the downhill head this way.
Last time we saw you was on
Yes.
track walk and you're stoked.
Yes.
Are you still stoked on
I am
it?
still stoked, but by the end of this practice, the track is blowing. There is just like spade loads out of all the corners. And I knew yesterday afternoon I should appreciate, because that was like 2 hours junior B practice, 2 hours R practice, and it was like prime time. And now it's just absolutely been caned. Like every fresh grass section is just a whoop section. Every corner is not a corner. There's like, by the first B practice, all the ruts had blown out, and then by the end of our practice yesterday, there was new inside ruts, and now those inside ruts are already blown out. So like, the tracks just get hammered, but at least it's like, it's still sick. It's still like the sickest track, like kind of fast at the top, and then the bottom is like still interesting. You know what I mean? It's soft and it's like gnarly, but it kind of goes to say, you don't need to build like rock gardens and man-made features and stuff. If you just make stuff like soft and raw, shit just comes out of the grass and it just starts getting wild. And then like all the high lines are hard, and the boys are going fast. Would that be a surprise? So I'm gonna have to go that faster as well. So I'm gonna sack up in a couple minutes for quali. But actually the gnarliest thing at the moment is the wind at the top. There's like a savage crosswind at the top of the track. Like you can't even do one of the doubles. It was just a red flag because there was a fence in the track.
Oh,
and like the double before the whoops, before that wall huck, that is like, like whoa.
Oh.
And I think I just followed Jackson off that wall gap, and he went so deep and long he just blew through the tape. So I think it's getting quite savage.
Damn.
But it's a sick track. If it was my UCI event, I'd have 7 new tracks, like a new track every race. That would be the sickest. Everyone, all the line spotters are like blah 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 blah, frothing about everything. Like everyone's chatting about lines to each other. It's sick.
Sweet.
Way more interesting than Leogang. Again.
Yeah.
Sorry, Leogang. Jordy, not right now, but sometime in the near future, a 575 coil would solve my quarrels.
No, it wouldn't. Nothing solves your quarrel.
You even measured the sag, and it was too soft. You're like, kind of do need a 575, but it was like not. No, but like even for when I go back to South Africa, then the tracks aren't as steep and stuff. Oh, is you the inventory man? I didn't know that. I just go to Geordie to get shouted at. That's all I know. Even
Who do you even think you are? Coming over here with your bicycle? God.
Fox sponsored rider. What was I thinking?
You don't have a valve cap for a start.
I know, that was just discovered that now. Look away.
Pete, get this man a 40 valve cover.
Surely for like Leger or something, I could try to organize a 575.
Since you haven't come over here
and
asked for any settings.
Oh, yeah! Thank you, fine sir. Now, should I put it on right now and start panicking again? Yes, man. That's sick. You reckon the settings will be different? Dude, that's sick. That's sick. Now, Leger. Oh! I thought it was this.
No, you have to put it on.
I thought it was you throwing this thing at me. Fuck yes, Fox. I mean, thanks, Fox boys. Probably shouldn't change it just before quali run, eh? Maybe my quali, I'll pop it on. Or Leger, this is going to be sick. Oh.
It's going to be the difference between 75th and 71st.
I know, maybe I'll crack in below the 40s this time. Fucking. Sorry, I don't speak French. There should be like a different category for French, English speaking riders. Do you speak French? No. Sweet, there's the division. Okay boys, thanks for that. I'm gonna jump in the river.
Bye.
Sweet.
Biggest thing that I'm noticing, like, I feel like the top is good and I can hold speed.
Yeah.
But as soon as I start getting into the bottom stuff, and it's just like that, like, I don't know, like braking bumps like that.
Yeah.
I just feel like the bike's not sitting into it, and it's real unsettled, and it stands me up when I come into the corners.
It's probably too fast, rebound wise. Yeah. Do you want me to come over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually going back to the other shock with the
Okay.
with the lighter spring.
Okay.
just to try that.
Yeah, I would,
because I just feel like the bottom I'm losing so much.
Okay.
In the bottom, and the bike's just real unsettled, especially in off camber, bro. It doesn't feel like it's tracking. It just feels like it's sitting on top, and I'm really fighting the bike.
Okay. Yeah, then do that, and whichever one.
I also took out a token as well.
Okay.
Of the fork, just because I wasn't even using full treble.
Okay. So you're on 5 now?
Yeah. Do you think go back to 6 with the lighter?
No, just change one thing at a time so you get the feeling. If you've been riding 5, then keep it. But
yeah, the biggest thing that I'm worried about is losing the center, because as soon as that shot gets softer for me, I get pushed back over.
Yeah.
And I was just saying to the boys then, like, I feel like when I lose speed in the corners, I'm doing the same as what I used to do on the old bike and get off the back to try and find that speed.
Yeah. I feel like you should, if you like that too, and it brings you back over the middle, you should put that spacer back in.
Okay.
It should be there.
Yeah.
Like you should be able to get the bike to work with that volume spacer in
Yeah.
there.
But I felt like with the heavier spring, it centered me better. But in this, like on the flat stuff at the top, the fast off, I felt like I was centered in the bike. But as soon as I got into the steep, I still felt like I was getting pushed off the back, and just not like in the rough stuff. I just didn't feel the bike didn't feel settled.
Okay. I mean, that sounds to me like it's too fast, like it's rebound.
Okay.
But just change that one thing now and get a run in and see how it feels. It would be nice if we can get that spacer back in the floor.
Yeah, sweet. I'll do the next session. I'll do a run and then.
Okay. Just message me or whatever.
Yeah.
Come over.
Yeah, sweet. Cool. Thanks, Jordy.
What do you expect tomorrow will be like for everyone but the juniors?
I'm not totally sure. Like, it was really quiet today, honestly. I talked to a couple people, talked to Jackson a bit. He's all stoked, and Nina's happy. So I'm hoping that everybody just takes a good chill day and does a little spin and then attacks it tomorrow, and we're good. That's what it should be like, because we certainly have sorted through most of the problems, I think.
Do you think Pete will get a croissant tomorrow or not?
No way. Like, he knows when to be there for a croissant, and he'll still blow it. I struggle with his lack of dedication to this croissant thing.
So far, every day this week has just been full on, non-stop. There's so much going on. But now that the Enduro race is over and downhill qualifiers are done with, but the downhill race isn't until Sunday, tomorrow might be relatively laid back. I'm not exactly sure what everyone's gonna be up to, but like usual, we'll just have to figure it out tomorrow. So we'll see you then.